Hey team, so I'm going to go ahead and walk you all through how to create a project on DreamCDo. But the first thing I wanted to do is show you this incredible resource that I worked with the team on creating, which is a course creation quick guide. This will have everything that you need, pretty much slowed down and kind of screenshotted out. But I'm going to go ahead and make a video so you can kind of see it in real time, and maybe it'll be more applicable to what you all want to create for Teen Summit or mental health moving forward. So you start at your home page as always, and you're going to go ahead and go over here to the left side where it says Builder. That is basically your hub for anything creation in terms of projects or any kind of unifying academic or social emotional work that you're going to do. Top right, you're going to go ahead and create new project. And so I'm going to create a project called Beyonce is Queen because she is. Go ahead and create the project. Now, once your project has been created, you're pretty much taken to this blank slate, and it's super intuitive. So on the left, you can see your project title, and then you can add two things. One, a section, which would almost be like the chapter. So imagine if you're looking at a book, Beyonce is Queen is my title. The chapter might be Blue Ivy, because she matters. So that's like the heading, and underneath that might be the step, which could be her emerging singing career. Boom. So now I have a step. Once I create a step, I'm already going to be offered all of these different options. So I can add a block. So I might want to start with a title. Here. And you can always change the text, right? So if I was going to be doing a title, I'd want to click on it and go into huge. That becomes my title. And then you have the option of adding any block. So I could create a Google Doc that I want to basically superimpose into this document from my own Google Drive, an audio of my voice, a PDF file, a live video. So a few staff members have been playing with this in terms of how to access Zoom in an easy way. A form is another aspect where you can create a quiz or a questionnaire, an image, a video, which might be something I recorded like this video here from YouTube. You can always superimpose any YouTube videos, or simple text like I did with the title. I can, for example, do image and go to here. You have a full set of options of where you want to pull your image from. I'm going to go ahead and pull my image just from a web search. Oops. The web searches can be kind of limited in terms of what comes up. So I usually like to go to Google and then copy and paste the link here. It's a lot easier. But for time's sake, I will just take a picture of Beyonce, even though that's not Blue Ivy. Once you click that, it will go ahead and add it. So that's pretty much how you do it. One important point is at the end, you can go ahead and put in how long you think the step will take, and then what is the ultimate response that you want from your students or participants. So here it says participants respond with, and it's text or video, so there's an option. So basically when a student selects done, it will say either they can click on incorporating a text or they will be prompted to film a video. For this one, let's go ahead and say we want it to be a video. Maybe you want a student to speak about their day or how they're feeling. Go ahead and do that. And maybe that's the end of your step. One thing that you can do, which I find really helpful, is to preview what you've done as you go as a student. So this is how a student would see this. So you can see their title, you can see the picture you added, and then here is what a student would see. So they would say, okay, whether it's on their phone or their computer, here's how I submit this step. And then they would go ahead and be taken to their video page. The students have the plugin, but I don't, because I don't use it as a student. So that's basically the beginning part for creating an individual step. Other really important details, so you're going to basically go down as such, is in the customize feature. So that's the next top tab. You can create a subtitle for your project, a description of what the project is about, and then a background image for the tile that students will see when they go to their project tab. So when they look at their list of projects they've been assigned to, your project will come up as a tile with, so it could be a picture. I'd probably put a picture of Beyonce, or maybe the Carter Knowles family, and then you'll see the title for the project. You can create your own intro video, which I would think would be really important, specifically for something that's new and different, like an MHT or a Teen Summit type of project. So basically, when the student clicks on starting that project, they'll see that video. So it might be your faces kind of talking about the project and what's so awesome about it. You can even add a certificate. So once a student completes the project, what they receive. So it might be like, congratulations, you've now received this, that, and the other. And then a huge piece for this project is you're going to want to make this project private. So go ahead and unclick public project, because I'm assuming that the responses that these students have are going to be confidential or going to be very important, that they're not shared. And then here is where you would add supporters. I would add any credentialed staff member or person that you think on the mental health team would want to see these responses. You can go ahead and add in supporters there. And then assessments. So this is if you were going to want to grade each step, you can enable the assessment component. And then project resources. Project resources is basically a tab that students will see when they're looking at the project. It will be on the top similar to this. So they'll see their project, and then on the top it will say resources. And this might be additional supports. I think it might be useful for MHT because you could put some of the cool one pages you guys have had, some of the tips and tricks for mental health that you've incorporated already. It might be a cool hub where students can click on the resource tab and see all of that information. The next component is publish. And so this will all be in your builder and private. So only you all will see it until you make it published. You're going to want to keep it at the group, or if you create an MHT group, you can go ahead and assign it specifically to the MHT group. But for now, I would keep it at Rise High. And then you can assign to the entire group so that all people at Rise would be a part of this. You can decide when the project will open, when it will close, if you're going to have due dates. And then this is a marketing your project component. This is not necessarily as relevant, but you can fill this out for basically like students to review and see the skill level, the length, the format. But I don't think it's necessarily super relevant for you all. And then lastly is the participants tab, which will take you to the assignment that we actually played with in the team creation. And so here, once you have your project, you can go ahead and assign participants. So any students you want to be a part of this. Additionally, editors. So I would assign editor to any MHT member who's going to be a component of this. So maybe it's Anna and Shannon. And then view only instructor. That's someone who's only able to see responses but not able to participate. And then auto supporter is someone who is basically listed as a supporter, which means that they can view projects and put comments for specific students. Auto supporters are basically another eye for every single student who's enrolled. So often, because I helped with the creation of DreamCDo, I'm an auto supporter on all projects, meaning I can go into any student's project or step and add in comments. Maybe you want to list myself or Rebecca or Carrie as auto supporters so that we can kind of jump in and see the responses that you all are referring to here without you having to copy and paste or screenshot. And then once that's done, like I said, I always like to view as a student so you can kind of see what you've created. But that is really it. We can walk through this in more detail, and I'll be happy to assist, but that is the overview. Thanks.